Okay, sorry about that, folks. I had a brief run-in with the Dreadwolf. Yeah, just had a random crash there. Apologise for that. What was I saying? Yeah, I was talking about BioWare have had a lot of things to work in their own crunch culture, their own culture themselves. There's been a lot of vast amounts of things that BioWare have had to do over the past 10 years, building that culture up, getting themselves to a point where the internal staff are okay, going from that crunch development of so many games, so many, so for so long, to get to building that up again, to working, to making a game that isn't facing those conditions that it previously faced, to reshaping Bioware itself. There's been a lot, and we can talk more about it, but there's been a lot of things that have transpired in the past 10 years. So yeah, so fundamentally TLDR, from single player, single player to multiplayer to single player pivots, a team that was once crunching and needing to change their own internal processes, to many pivots along the way, to many developers leaving. The game has been stinted with many different things. There are many scenarios that this team has faced, and we're finally going to be able to actually critique that in 7 days ourselves, without other people already meandering the space with their own opinions, and that's fine. But we are hearing good things, and people that I do trust, games journalists, and my favourite YouTuber ever, Mr. Matty Plays, has played the game and loves it. So for me, that's a pretty good sign. Either way, what I will say as a final point on this is every Dragon Age game is different. What you define as a Dragon Age game, what you define as good, will be different, and that's okay, because you've got Origins catering to that, that CRPG dynamic. You've got Dragon Age 2, more action-orientated, smaller scale, but then more personable. To then Inquisition, going back to that CRPG kind of level, but equally still very much a different game. Frostbite Engine, hub-based open world, fetch quests. Veilguard is again another complete different game. So there'll be people who don't like this game. That's fine. There are people who will love it. The fundamental thing I've seen from gaming previews is it's going to be a divisive Dragon Age game. But when is Dragon Age not divisive? From Origins to 2 to Inquisition to now the Veilguard. So some people in the chat will hate it. Some people will love it. Me, I am liking what I'm seeing. I'm not looking at any more. I'm excited for what we've got, what we're getting, the idea, the closure, the Solas and Rook dynamic, the gameplay, the classes look so fun. For now, I'm happy, excited, and we're going to all be able to critique that in 7 days. So yeah, that will be my take on that. But it's been a game meandered by a long development cycle with a lot of lessons learned, a lot of things going on, a lot of pivots. We get to finally critique that in a week. I will say though, there are parts of criticisms I have seen online that are just not relevant. Like, I'm talking about the clickbaity titles, the ones that you do see, but I'm not gonna even get into them. For now, let us talk about what the wait has meant to you folks. How long have you all been waiting for the Veilguard? What has this wait meant to you all? And thank you, chat. I really appreciate the compliments. I do see a lot of us coming in. Again, I'm approaching this with optimism, but at the same time, we're going to criticize BioWare when they don't do things that deserve the criticism. But when they're doing things like making character creation sliders that people don't like, I'm not really bothered about that. So yeah, we're going to critique the story, the characters, the choices, all those dynamics. Anyway, enough about me. What's chat saying? 8 years. 8 years. Can't wait anymore. A test of my patience. Ivan, thank you for the super chat. I also don't mind that each protagonist was different. It allowed a bit of variety. Variety is the spice of life. Exactly that, Cree native. Just want a good story. I don't play Dragon Age for its gameplay. I understand hardcore fans who, I understand casual fans who play games left, right, and center, from playing every new game coming out to Call of Duty this week, to Dragon Age next week, to Cyberpunk the week after, to FIFA the week after that. I know that's how gaming conventions work, how people play games, casual gamers, one game each of a week. And they will look at the Veilguard and be like, the gameplay isn't for me, I don't like it, this is crap, whatever. I never play a Dragon Age for its gameplay. I don't care if it is really fast, really slow. I play it for its story, for its character dynamics, for its romance, for its conversation systems, for the choice dynamics, all of those reasons, all of those gameplay mechanics that have been good in previous games. I like those, and that's what I'm playing Dragon Age for. So I'm pretty sure that they're probably going to be really good in the Veilguard, considering they're just doing things they've done in the past. So that's how I'm going into this, you know? Yeah, lore, like story, all those aspects, getting lost in this world and discovering that fantasy universe. That those are the reasons I play these games. And yeah, again, I do give chat's points. The three choice system, I completely agree. I don't get that. But what I'm gonna do, and not defending it, I'm gonna critique it once I've seen what they've done. I want to see why they've chosen those choices. If it comes down to a resource element and our choices don't matter, right, well, what are the implications behind that? Okay, well, this game was going to be multiplayer at one point. I can understand why they've cut it down. Not defending the point, but I understand why they've done that, if that to be the case. At the same time, in the other ear, I'm hearing that, like, the game is really long. There's so much content regarding Solas, regarding so many of these elven gods, without getting into too much spoiler territory. There's a whole other universe of story dynamics and other, story bits that haven't even been touched on, really. So I'm excited to dive into that, see where that's going. And yeah, fundamentally, it's the story for me. That's what has defined Dragon Age, from Origins to Inquisition. But enough rambling on that. Chat, people like the art style, they love the lore, people like the art direction. My elven god husband, the closure for that, exactly, the dynamics, seeing what we're going to get. Again, no spoilers, please, chat, because I've only seen a bit, and I'm at the point where I know too much, as in, like, I saw the IGN gameplay 4 weeks ago now, and I haven't seen any of the embargoed content besides reading a few articles and watching Mr. Matty Plays' video, but, like, watching it like that, without looking at the content on screen. But with the things we heard previously, which I won't repeat, sound amazing and in the right direction, and the things that I want to be answered. Like, what I'm looking for in this game is for long-standing answers to questions that haven't been impacted by the choices that obviously aren't in this game. So the origin of the Blight, which isn't really a choice anyway, it's something that has profounded the series since its birth. Less bothered about the origin of the Maker. I know that's not going to be a theory that's going to be answered. I would love it if it were to be, but it's not. Unless it's Sandal all along. The Titans, the dynamic going on there. Thank you, Alison. Appreciate it. Thank you very much, Alison. Yeah, the Titans. I made a video on this anyway, but still, like, there were loads. I'd love to know more about the Executors. And I think what we talked about really well on Rock Club last night was, actually, a lot of the questions I do have do come from Tevinter Knights' recent revelations. And those are answers that I really, really do want answered. Those are questions I really want answered because I think, kind of awkwardly, the only way we're going to really be able to review and justify Tevinter Knights' story dynamics, its capacity, yes, besides the characters, besides the small plot beats in this, but like, there are large things that this sets up, and if they don't get answered in the Veilguard, that will be disappointing. And I will critique that, and I will talk about that in my own videos. You know, like, I can probably spoil this now. It's Tevinter Knights spoilers, just for those who haven't read the book. If you haven't read the book, you can go and check out the complete audios of it, because we've just done it on Rock Club, and we just finished yesterday. But in Horror of Hormak, they introduce these elven grey fluid pools in these deep roads tags that are all elven and relate to Gillinan. Now, as a theory, I don't know, so don't confirm this if you do know. We assume that people are being taken, or darkspawn are being twisted by this grey viscous fluid, and that's something. There are 11 tags remaining beneath Thedas that Grey Warden Ramesh now has to go warn the Wardens to deal with, because it's a darkspawn thing, also with this elven god tie. I want that to be answered. That's a long-standing thing that this book directly sets up. And if that isn't answered, I'll be like, right, well, what was the point of that story? Yes, it was a fantastic story. The horror in there was amazing. The relationship between Grey Warden Ramesh and Jovis, beautifully well written, disgusting twist. Same time, though, what about the rest of those tags? What about that grey, viscous fluid, you know? Like, that's the things that I really want answered. And another thing, the Dreadwolf take you. I'd like to know about the Executor's origin. You know, what is with the Executors? What do the Executors know about Solas? Because I feel like, to some extent, if the Executors aren't mentioned again, bearing in mind they were heavily set up in this book of there's an Executor. Yes, they were there as a red herring for the particular Orlesian Bard in that meeting. But they know something about Stolas. They oppose the Dreadwolf in some capacity. Why? What is it about them? Why do they do that? I believe there's some connection between them and Gillinan. Can we have more context on that? I don't just want the executives to be swept under the rug. Other things, this one will be mentioned, but still, just in case, no spoilers. Lucanus. What is going on with Lucanus? I know a lot of you will already know the answer to that anyway, but Lucanus, what is going on with him? What is this reference to the demon? What about Zara, Magister Zara Renata? And what about Ilario now becoming the first Talon of the Antivan Cross? Probably now is a good time to put on the tinfoil hat. I could go on. I probably will go on, to be fair. The Dreadwolf's nature in the Dreadwolf Turkey, it was talking about a massive physical wolf in the Fade. Was that really the Dreadwolf? What's going on there? Is it a separate entity from Solas? What's happened there? Mafal's essence? There are a lot of questions, a lot of answers that I really want to be answered in the Veilguard. A lot of them coming from this book that released only 4 years ago, setting up the game. So I really do hope that a lot of those are answered. That's where my criticisms will come into play. The lore established, the previous content, how that ties in, and the questions, the answers, the theories. Because I say that, as Bioware have said, we're going to get conclusion. We're going to get answers to questions on a lot of things. So I really do hope that we do get that in the Veilguard. From the origin of the Blight, the Titans, the Executors, to... what else have we got? Sandal's origin would be funny, but I don't think that'll be mentioned. As we know, his voice actor isn't coming back, or at least hasn't been hired to come back. They may reuse voice lines from previous games if they can do that. I do want to know about the next Vessel of Mafal, but I don't think that will be touched upon with the Well of Sorrows. And I think they can get away with that because I think Mafal will be the big bad of Dragon Age 5, if that is to be the case. My theory is that I think we're going to get all of the Elven God, the 2 remaining Elven Gods sorted in this game. Going to be... oh, thank you so much, Raphael, for the super chat. Awesome work on the videos. Hope you get a review copy. Totally deserve it. Thank you so much, Raphael. I really, really appreciate that. It means so much. Thank you. Yeah, I think we're going to deal with the Elven Gods right now. And we're going to get them out of the way. We're going to sort out Solas, get our conclusion and closure for Solas. And then we're going to have Mafal come in at the end credits and be like, ha 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 ha. And then we're going to have time for her scheme to marinate, or for her reckoning that will shake the very heavens. So that's the direction I think the game is going in. And so with that, perhaps, the Well of Sorrows can be answered in Dragon Age 5, as opposed to in the Veilguard. We'll see. Who knows? But that's at least my theory. But yeah, Mafal, again, loads of questions that I'd love to be answered regarding her. I don't think we'll get much on her in the Veilguard, though. I'm not sure. We'll see, though. But yeah, I'm going into this for the story and the theories and all the things that have been set up from Trespasser, the Descent, to even Origins with the Blight. So many conclusions is what I would like. And then enough room there for your Dragon Age 5, where you're going to get, like, legacy companions returning, and maybe even legacy protagonists returning for a big, massive battle. We'll see. That's definitely very fan servicey, and I don't know if that's too, like, out there. I would love that, but that is like the dream Dragon Age game, right? To have previous companions returning from Origins to 2 to Inquisition to the Veilguard to then Dragon Age 5 being a culmination of lots of those key characters coming back for a final battle against Mafal, maybe. We'll see. Hello, everybody. Seeing a lot of people come in the chat now. Hello, Rose. How you doing? Josh, you can see at my channel, if you go over to my channel on the live section, you will see a bunch of Dragon Age to Tonight's Rook Club streams, and we have all books on there now recorded, so you can go and listen to them. And I have a beautiful cast every week joining me for some voiceovers of particular characters. And it has been, honestly, some of the most fun I've had on this channel. I guess a question for all you folks is, what has been some of the most fun you've had in the Dragon Age community, in the Dragon Age space, while waiting for the Veilguard? What has been like some real highlight moments that have actually defined this wait for you, or have made it better, easier, even in the community? You know, for me, I think about clowning. Even when Bioware, it's 2020, for example, or 2021, and Bioware are like, we're not, you know, the Veilguards or the Dragon Age 4 is ages away, we're not going to be at the Game Awards. And I'm still like, yeah, but we're going to clown it anyway. You know, like, things like that have been so fun. We haven't watched the trailer yet. Sorry, I know that I was supposed to watch that like 20 minutes ago. We're going to put this on in like 5 minutes. I'm going to read a few of you folks' comments. And yeah, then we'll jump into watching this. Got carried away there on a quick little rant. Part of being my community, Melfina, oh, that is too kind, Melfina. That is too kind. The fan edits, yes, memes. Oh, thank you, Rose. That is so kind. Following Vows of Vengeance has been nice, hasn't it? Yeah, weekly Dragon Age content. Loco says, I like reading the crackpot theories and trying to prove them. Yes. Oh, Deesa, thank you. Clowning around and tinfoiling. Dragon Age Day, yeah, Dragon Age Day has been fun. Yeah. 2020, oh my goodness, Madzilla, yes. 2020 Dragon Age Day, my lord. What a day. What a time. You had to be there. Yeah. Haven, Rook Club was so much fun. And it's definitely made me feel closer to everyone in the Discord fandom. I can now count people among friends. Haven, yeah, same. Moonlight commented that on my video recently, and it was absolutely lovely that we can actually go from, in the past 15 weeks, from, you know, just chatting about these books to voice acting characters and actually becoming friends. It's been so lovely. Fan art, yeah, fan art, absolutely. Lore videos keep me sane. Completely get that, Lewis. Alana, I will play the video very soon. I'll play it very soon. Oh, thank you, Brock. That is so kind. So lots of Sheldon. Yeah. My plans have completely changed today because of the launch trailer. Steve, really? Okay, right, well, what we'll do then, folks, is we will watch the trailer. I'll take the tinfoil hat off for a second. And we'll watch it. I haven't seen this, so we're watching it for a fresh perspective. So, let's watch it. I will put it loud, and I will keep it like this, and let's watch it. And then we'll break it down, talk about it, and see what we all think. It might be quite loud, so I'll raise it up.
Events are weaving together quickly. The fate of the world shall be decided soon.
So those things we saw come out of the Fade.
Two ancient elven gods. They were horrific tyrants. The worst is still coming. Unless we stop them.
Artifacts that have been dormant for centuries are awakening.
Shut it down!
I'm trying!
The dead stir more easily than they should.
There! It's been feeding on the blight!
The streets of Treviso get more dangerous by the day.
They're gods. I can feel their corruption.
The cult's gathering power.
Darkspawn are charging to Weishaupt.
You're the only force that can stop this. But not if they burn your castle to the ground. Get down!
It will not be easy. But you are this world's only hope.
I believe in all of us.
Oh, hell yes. Sick. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yes. That looks sick. And the voices. So many voices in that trailer as well. Yeah, it's brilliant trailer. There's so much to talk about. This part got me. Flipping heck. This Cunari there talking about feeling the god's corruption. And then this statue, look at that. That's literally Menrathis, like, shit is going down. Oh, hell yeah. It gave me Mass Effect 2 Suicide Mission vibes towards the end. Definitely. We'll slow it down as well. I'm pretty sure that looked like Evka Ivo right there. That's Antoine then. Antoine, Evka Ivo, all at Weishaupt. Well, we'll slow it down in a minute as well. And this dude. Who's this dude? Look at him. Like, look at that. An undead with a nice dagger. Really good Pipit Gill. Yeah, Rose. Yeah. Hello, Lindsay. How you doing? No, it looks sick. Harding, my beloved. Yeah, it is a brilliant trailer. And yeah, exactly, Josh. Better looking Kunari for sure, for sure. Yeah, Wandering Light. Yeah, I'll put my silver hat back on. Feeling the God's corruption. Yeah, what the... Yeah. Ah, Disa. We'll watch it in slow motion without volume. Where is slow motion? There it is. And just to get a glimpse of things. So, we've seen this stuff before. There's a nice, good old blighted shot of good old Manrathis, which is, yeah, looking like it's that same blighted thing that we've seen. Like, it looks like Gillinan because we saw it in Antiva, but look at this blight. Look at the blight all across Manrathis. Ugh, it's like been talked about being organic. It's real. It's all, you know. It's now more so of a living thing than ever before, which kind of makes me think that it belongs to the Titans. But it could just be the fact that it's always been organic. It's hard to tell if it's like some kind of cyclical end to Thedas it's always meant to be, kind of like the Reapers in Mass Effect, or if there's some other ulterior motive behind it. And then we have, I believe it's Morrigan, the fate of the world shall be decided soon. Yeah, they are so gross, aren't they, Aspen? And then, of course, we have our two favourite gods. Still haven't seen much. And again, I don't know if other people have seen spoilers or content. I haven't. But I haven't seen much about Elganon particularly. So, yeah, I do want to... I mean, I like the fact that it's kept a mystery so far. Because I like that being a mystery. To be able to discover that for myself when we do get the game and when we get to play it. But yeah, like I like we've seen a lot of Gillinan, we've heard Gillinan, we have heard Elganan's voice in the Thedas Calls trailer, and there was a little bit in the IGN video that they did. But no, like I'm excited to actually get an idea of Elganan, even just see him up close. The ancient elven gods, they were horrific tyrants. Nice shot of Rook there as well. Oh, yeah, spot on, Haven. Thank you. Yeah. And look at the scale of her. Like, damn. And then this location. Arlafan. Looks like the ritual site. Could be. Let's have a look at the full shot. This ominous dragon. Some kind of ritual thing going on here. And then an eclipse. Like... And it's just, yeah, look at that. Like an eclipse has been stirred. You know, Elganan represents the sun. Mafal's the moon. But then Andruel is is also Mafal and Elganan's daughter. So she could also be the moon. But yeah, this, I want to say it could be in the Fade or the Black City. But it doesn't look fadey enough, really. But then again, the Fade has been perceived to be a bit more grey now. So I want to say it could be the ritual site, but in the Fade. So the original Elven Gods prisons. But I really don't know. It's definitely giving Arlafan vibes. The fact that these statues were there in the Arlafan ritual site that we saw where Celeste does attempt his ritual. Could this be the Fade counterpart? Could this be an amalgamation of all the other gods? Maybe they weren't killed. Maybe they all became one. Maybe they all rose in the form of the divine. Who knows, really? Or it could just be Elganon. And you've got some kind of ritualistic object thing going on here. Where it's like a cube thing being unleashed. Right in the middle as well. With, I assume, Elganon. Yeah, it is, isn't it, Zer? It's an eclipse is a very nice touch. So it could be the Black City. Don't know. Just speculating really here. Yeah, spot on, Nino. It could be a flashback as well. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Nain Belanaris. Flashback. Sorry, Sandal Prophecy vibes for sure. Yeah. It looks. Yeah. It's. I love the. Theorizing we could do. And then this, we've seen this before. This was from one of the other trailers, where I think it's in this. Is it in Hoosburg? I can't remember particularly where, but we see the Grey Wardens fighting. Yeah, it was at Hoosburg where the dragon came. That's what it was. With the dragon attack that we had, which was, I think it was high level gameplay. And we've seen these shots before as well. Artifacts that have been dormant. So this Dalish accent threw me, but I believe the trailer proves who it is. And it's Irulen. Irulen from Twin to Nights, and also the short stories, Ruins of Reality. And they are the new Veil. They are kind of like leads of the Veil Jumpers, working with Strife, a Starkhaven elf who was in also introduced in Three Trees to Midnight in Twin to Nights. So I believe this is her speaking, because we have her right here. That's Irulen. I'm trying, and it sounds like the voice from before. I believe. And that's Strife. There's Strife. We've got a real Strife. I know people may have seen him before from the gameplay previews. I've heard that people have seen Strife. He looks sick. Excited to actually really experience his character, and Irulen too. And these artifacts. But they look sick. I love their design. It's mint. Love it. And I'm excited to see what the dynamic they're going to have as Veil Jumpers. And whatever is going on with artifacts. And then the Grand Acropolis. We've got Emmerich right there with Balara. The dead stir more easily than they should. I bet they do. Manfred! Oh. OG. I cannot wait to experience Manfred, honestly. This big dude. Can we see the guy on his shoulder? Yeah, there. Yeah, we saw him for a brief second. And then this is Ravine, right? Yeah. Dragons. They've been feeding on the blight. So, I believe dragons originally, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, I believe dragons are immune to the blight because of the cysts that they have, and they kind of fend off against the blight. So why would a dragon, well, if it's feeding on it, I suppose if it's directly ingesting it, but they have had cysts that make them immune to the blight, and that's kind of where the Theron bloodline theories come along, why Fiona was able to remove the effects of the blight, because she had a child with somebody from the Theronfall bloodline, and then them having theories of being connected to dragons at some point, or having, there's a whole thing about it that I did talk about in my recent long full-on recap video. But yeah, there is some immunity to the blight, so you know the fact that they're digesting it is insane. Yeah, they're highly resistant, not immune. Okay, thank you, chat. Thank you, chat. I appreciate it. Yeah, me too, Joseph. I need to hear the sweet smoothing of Matt Mercer's voice as Manfred. Dragon just crunch and red lyrium. Exactly, wondering like. Same, Ander. Same. Yeah, Marissa, that's a good point about the factions being equally important. Gorilla, thank you so much for loving my videos. Really appreciate it. Sorry, just reading chat. Love the law reveals. Do we need to wait a week? I know. Oh yeah, some of the shots, yeah, for sure. Yeah, Ivan, I think the Blight could be the Theodos's way of starting over. Like in Mass Effect, you got the Reapers that restart the world because of organic life. I think the Blight could be that. And then the Elven Gods have just found a way to kind of proceed with that process quicker. So then this dragon comes and says hi, like hello. And then our Rook goes, don't think so. We've got Tash there as well with Emmerich. No, Davrin. Nice. And then beautiful Treviso. And then I love seeing the Qunari, like, I love the idea of the Qunari invasion. It's been a really huge, big plot point. Again, going back to what I said before about the conclusions from Twin Nights, like, the Qunari invasion has been set up massively, and I just want to see the implications of it. But I get the inkling that these Qunari potentially are working with the Elven Gods. Let's have a look at what this person says. The gods, I can feel their corruption. So, maybe by... either by corruption, by the Blight, by something, are the Qunari willingly following the Elven Gods, or are they being corrupted? I don't know. But the idea that he can feel them doesn't seem like it's a pretty good thing. Either way, though, there was that shot in the other trailer where we saw Gillinan literally lurking from the rooftops while the entire city was on fire. And I just had an inkling that potentially the Qunari and the Elven Gods might be wanting to work together. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have a look at more on that in a minute from my script that I wrote, but yeah. Flips table. And then, yeah, this shot again. Look at that. Like, there's our eclipse again. So is this the third? Oh, that's a good idea, Sasha. Oh, Sasha coming in with a good theory. Were the Qunari made by Gillinan? Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, Gillinan is our evil mad scientist. Did she create the Qunari? Oh, yes. Yeah, that's brilliant. Love that. Yes. I mean, they have elven features as well as dragon features. And in my last video, we talked about the fact that that's been a long-standing mystery, even by Iron Bull himself joking about it. And the fact that Tash can now breathe fire. Are the Qunari elves mixed with dragon blood either created by Gillinan? Definitely could be plausible. Definitely. And that would make sense why they would join forces. And also, we have the Qunari Antam, an unsanctioned order of the actual Qunari invading. It's not the Ben Hasrith. It's not the entire Qunari. So that could make sense that this splinter group wants to do that for this god, while the other Qunari want to focus on whatever they want to do. Like the Ben Hasrith particularly are focused on defeating the wolf. I assume their goal might change now. I don't know, with Solas disappearing from the scene. We'll see. But yeah, this is a splinter faction, so it could make sense and they could make it different. We'll see. We'll see. Gil created, it is said that she created monsters, giants, and beasts. And I don't know what a better word for a Qunari would be than a beast. Yeah, no, I love that. Thank you, Sasha, for that contribution. Yeah, Kaylee, it's unsanctioned, as in the Antam. Sten from Dragon Age Origins is the new Arashok, and he did not sanction the Antam's invasion that has happened in Twin Nights and following Trespass's events. The Qunari have to sanction that invasion, and Rasan, who was introduced in the Silent Grove comics, has taken her own stead and has gone, I'm going to invade. I want to defeat Solas at the same time, but we're going to invade anyway. And so following her invasion, they are doing it without the blessing of the Antam. So it's not a sanctioned organization. The Antam are acting outside of the Arashok, who's supposed to lead the Antam. And all the Antam means is the army, or the body of the Qun. So you've got the legs and the head not agreeing with the body. But then the body, or the army, wasn't sanctioned by the original person who's supposed to do it. So it's a splintered group. But it's also the main bulk of the... Well, it's a huge cluster of the Qunari as well. Thank you, Nen Balanis, for that as well, with Corey but talking to the Cunari, and we also have Kieran talking to the Cunari as well. Your race is not a race, it is a mistake, is what Corypheus says to a Cunari Inquisitor. Now, what does a Kieran say to a Cunari Inquisitor? That's another question. But yeah, so we do have that idea. But yeah, this... going back to the first shot we saw of the eclipse, that eclipse looked like it was in the Fade. Again, just judging the fact that we've seen the Fade in the grey aspect of it. The statues that were in that area look like the ritual scene that we've seen where Solas is in, as we know, obviously we're being separate realities. Enter that in the Fade, it can be the same location but very different. So, was that previous shot the Fade with the eclipse? Has the veil come down, merging the two worlds as one? I would love to see it from a plot POV because I want to see the wicked narrative that could tell, the answers to questions we could get. Oh, thank you, Kyle. Back to the Cunari thing. Kieran says, your blood is not yours. Again, hinting towards some blood magic thing. There's some indications of even a Tevinter experiment with Corypheus' attempt with it. There's so many things. Ultimately, though, I do think the Gillinan idea is spot on. But yeah, that's the thing again. I want closure. I want questions. I want to know the Cunari's origin. Me, do you like the tinfoil hat? I'm glad you like it. But yeah, so original point, is this the veil coming down? Or is it just how, forgetting about the veil, is it just how the elven gods will envision how they will spread the blight by creating this eclipse? Tinfoil theory. So, I'm trying to think how to explain this one. So, Solas sundered the Elven Empire, which means that the elves were split from themselves. Their entire identities were split. The elven gods could transform into beasts. There was a shape reserved for the most holy, the shape of a dragon. And we had Durfamin's Sinner, who took that form, and that was a betrayal against the gods, because you couldn't take that form willingly. So you could take the form willingly, it appears, but it was reserved for the gods. It was reserved for the Evanurus. So we know that the fact that the elven gods could shapeshift. We know for a fact that because we see Methal, we know Solas, we know all of the elven gods, or most of the elven gods, have animal connotations. Hala with Gillinan, Andruel, I believe, is a raven. Correct me if I'm wrong. Durfamin, a bear, etc. So they have these animal aspects. We look at the Avar tribes and how they put a spirit into a dragon, and that is their god. Thingy Harken's breath or whatever. And so we get this connotation that we can have animal bodies and spirits and multiple aspects of beings. So just to cut through that, when Solas sundered the Elven Empire, did he sunder also their spirits, their physical forms to their spirit forms? Andrew's a hare. Thank you, chat. Did Solas also sunder their physical and spiritual beings? I.e., was the Dreadwolf locked away in the Fade with Solas' physical body going to Thedas, slumbering for a long, long time? That would explain in Tevinter Nights why the Dreadwolf was physically in the Fade as like a separate entity when the Mortalitasi mages were doing their ritual. That he could explain. Hello, DeCaster, how you doing? We're just talking about tinfoil theories. That would explain that. Because Solas is physically over here, while the Dreadwolf is lingering in the Fade as a demon, as a spirit, whatever. So, did Solas split those entities when he created the Veil? He sundered the Elven Empire. All of the elves were split from themselves. Yeah, exactly, Nanuna. The dragons being their physical aspects. Exactly. So, with the Veil coming down, could those aspects reconnect? Hence why an eclipse as Fen'Harel stood. Fen'Harel in the working world, sleeping, not connected with his body. If the veil was brought down, could he then reconnect with his Dreadwolf body? And then that explains why we see the Dreadwolf in the other trailer in this Tevinter Minrathous scene as the fully formed Dreadwolf. Is that how the veil has come down? Or have the Elven gods found some other way to reconnect with the lost magic of the Elven? Besides the veil coming down, I don't know how they could do that, but of course, this is Dragon Age. I'm sure there could be other ways. So does this represent The veil coming down, Solas being able to reconnect with the Dread Wolf, with his physical, with his whatever form, or and explaining how the Elven Gods can also then reconnect into a massive dragon, how maybe all of them could come back in some scenario, some splintered scenario. You know, it would explain a lot about Mafal as well. So it could represent that, or does it represent another ulterior motive where the Elven Gods have had this eclipse that I don't know, prolongs the blight? Have they found a way to manifest the blight even further? Because we see a lot of blight, So it could be a variety of things. Could be an entirely new blighted world that the Elven Gods have created that potentially could be stopped if we stop the original source of the blight, which could be a Titan, it could be the Elven Gods, it could be many, many things. Or is this the veil coming down? To which I don't know how we would stop. I think we'd have to live in that reality. Kind of like how in Stranger Things, so far, the Inside Out is becoming the world of the world. Like that process has slowly, you know, become one. I don't know how you would redo that without then creating another veil. You'd have to create another veil. You'd have to get Solas to create a veil. What does chat think? We've got the idea that this is a blighted process. We've got the idea that the veil is coming down. What do you think? I do see people feel like in the theories we've got so far. I like the idea of the veil coming down because it would give long-standing answers to questions. We could actually probably go see the throne of the Maker. I don't think that's going to be a question that's on many people's minds anyway, because I know BioWare devs have said that's not, they're not going to answer that one. But on the nature of spirits and demons, on the Titans and things like that, and the Elven Gods. I would like to say it could be a flashback, but I'm pretty sure it's probably not. Or is it an alternate reality? We've had alternate realities in Dragon Age before with time magic. DT, good idea. Is it a multiple ending? Ooh, Callie. I like that. The veil will come down in some form and a new age will begin. What will this new age be called, though? Yeah, Nicola, that's also a good idea. It's a man-made thing. It does seem to have an expiration date. The thing is, we clearly haven't done a good job of guarding it, have we? Yeah, definitely so many theories on that one. I could talk about that for a long time. Just because this looks like it's Endgame. Like, we know, without spoiling anything, we know that the Veilguard has a 3-act based system. This looks like it's Act 3. And it looks like it's crazy. I love it. I love it. The Blighted Age, Elven Age, God Age, Spirit Age, the Age of the Wolf, Solas Age, the Eclipse Age, Tinfoil Age. Hello, RPG Fairy. We are dissecting the latest trailer that dropped and just tinfoiling away, having a good time. Nicola, Salos Age. I have a throwback to that leak in my tribute video that's coming out this weekend. Oh my goodness. Haha. What a time. What a time. Yeah, Nina, no spoilers in the chat, please. No spoilers in the chat. Salos Age. Yeah, we'll move on. We will move on from that. Now we got some Venatori. The cult's gathering power. So that looks like the... Oh, look at that shot. Oh, look at that. I love that. Oh, what do I see there? What do I see? Is that an executor? Look, I'm sorry. I know I say it's everything an executor. But it's a triangle. And it's a mask. Right. One second. Let me get the actual description of an executor from Twin Nights. Because I know I was going to talk about something else there. But they were touching this cube. And the cube looked like... the cube looked like it was the dragon... the thing that we talked about in the ritual before the dragon going off. That doesn't it, folks? It has to be, doesn't it? Right. Let me read this part when we get to it. When I find the page. Where are you? It has to be, doesn't it? I'd bear that mask too, Wicked Fox. It's sick, isn't it? It's sick. That has to be. Surely. Surely. Right, where are we? Okay, are you ready? A figure covered head to toe in dark Varantium robes, dark robes of Varantium samite, with a thin mesh dropping down to cover the hood. The dark robes were trimmed in a pattern Charter had never seen, twisting shapes that curled to points and places that made her eyes hurt. They have a cup, untouched by leather-gloved hands, caught a faint whiff of the ocean. That sounds spot on. You know, dark robes, Varantium samite, masked hood, triangle. Yep. Gotta be, right? Which I'm really excited about, because the thing I was talking about for a long time last night was I really hope that the executors are in the Veilguard and haven't just been retconned to the Veil Jumpers. Just because there's been so much lore there, and I just hope it isn't just flung away. And no, this looks spot on. And the way this trailer would have you perceive is you start the trailer, you start this cut with the Venatori, Defos, and then that still could be the Venatori. And then you have this dude. And there's their leather gloved hand. Look at that. Yeah. Surely, right? How sick. So yeah, it wants you to think, oh, it's Venatori. But it ain't. Also, what is inside that? No clue. It looks living. It's turning. It's rotating. Is it lyrium? Like a cluster of red lyrium? Probably an artifact or something. And the other horns, yes, good point. Runashi. If it has horns, that also represents Gillinan. There's original ancient elven concept art that had the ancient elves having horns, and that's where my original theory came for the archer in the 2020 Game Awards trailer having horns and walking with this bow. That was an executor, and that the executors were ancient elven. But now it has even more connection because you've got the executors having a faint whiff of the ocean and something beyond the ocean, speaking on powers beyond the sea, and now you have, and then the connections with the Irulan clan, strife, the triangle dynamic, and now even more. Also, everybody in chat was saying, Sasha, could it be a Titan harp? That would be sick. Could be the source of the blight for all we know. We talked about the source of the blight before. How can you stop a blighted world by defeat? If the blight is organic, how do you stop the blight? Well, if it's a living thing, you have to kill it off from its root. And if it's a Titan, it will be a Titan's heart. I think that's sick. Yeah, the executors aren't fond of Solas in the slightest, and that's why they signed up, or at least attended the Inquisition's meeting at the tea house, because they also equally oppose him. Ivan, thank you for the super chat. So the executors oppose Solas. That's the only thing. I think they're Gillinan's secret army. That's what I think. But if this is one, love it. Love the design. Because you've got triangle imprints here. And it is very, just a sick, unique design. I love it. Yeah. Executors in the Veilguard. Yeah, love it. That's something that I've really, really wanted. Just because they're like this secret society, this shadowy network we've talked about for so long. Hard and Hightown really set us up on like, wow, something's going on with them. And then, Winter Nights, damn, you know, like, having an executor in there in the flesh, Solas killing one. It's like, yo, there's some deep stuff going on with them. And to have more of them involved, yes, I love that. Love that. And again, these are the things that get me excited. These are the things that I want. I want the story that we've all been talking about for 10 years. Obviously, in iteratively with Winter Nights coming along and the comics coming along and hints and teasers along the way, new theories and stuff. But you know, BioWare building up to so many things of this, what this game could be, the direction they're going in, and if that's an executor, it just proves all the things that we've wanted for this game. So that excites the living crap out of me. Yes, exactly, Azura. Gil's lab, the lab in the Deep Roads, also had a scent of the ocean, which showcases them blighted, Gillilan's army, something like that. I'll read chat for a second before I do move on. Oh, DeCaster says she thinks that could be an executor, but if she had to place money on it, the executor is elsewhere in the trailer. Please do let me know where else it could be. Damn. Dragon Age Doctor Doom, also true. Okay, 137. Alright, we'll get to it. Thank you, DeCaster. So then we have Weishaupt, which looks bloody stunning. We know a lot about this one already. I'm not going to focus too much on it because I know there are spoilers regarding this one. But yeah, Blight. We do see a few familiar characters, actually. So who we got? We've got our Grey Warden captain here. Evka Ivo here. We'll get closer. Darkspawn are charging to Weishaupt. I bet they are. Got a cute little figurines there. Just look. So this is our Grey Warden commander captain. I've seen a few subtitles of this from the IGN video. I didn't look at it too long, so I was like, ah! In case it was like a Grey Warden Ramesh or somebody like that. I didn't want to get spoiled, but it's just Grey Warden Commander or something. Regardless. He looks sick. Right, what we've got? We've got Rook running here with this character. In Menrathus, given the light and the blight. Who's this? That's Antoine! Hey, that's our Elven Warden, Antoine. Hello, City Catty. How you doing, Cattle? Hi, City. How you doing? Yeah, Antoine here, who is engaged to Warden Evka Ivor. Again, just because of new people joining, please chat. Do not spoil anything. If you have seen anything, I haven't. We're just speculating. We are throwing stuff out there, so we're just having fun. Based on stuff pre-embargo. Talk about stuff before the embargo, but with new content, with 6 hours of stuff out there, we're not spoiling any of that stuff, so please do not talk about that in the chat. I would very much appreciate it. But yeah, we've got Antoine here from Twin Nights and also a lot of short stories. And then we have this dude. Look at this dragon. Rising from... what? Like maybe a prison? You've got like odd objects here and there. A mist. Alluvian? Is that an Alluvian mirror upside down? Maybe, yeah, potentially. I don't know, maybe not. You've got like a dragon. Is that a wolf statue or a dragon statue? Thank you, iCity. I appreciate it. Thank you. And look at that. Look, you've got... it looks like it could be Weishaupt then. Because you've got a griffin. It's a griffin, right? We've got like a griffin head here with the wings expanding out. And then a dragon in the middle. Archdemon. Big boy. Look at his teeth. And the spikes on his little chin. I'm Confusion. Hello, Ringo. How you doing? I love his big horns. So, who have we got? Get down. Okay, no, it is Weishaupt. Never mind. Ignore me. It is Weishaupt. Right. Who have we got? There is... that was Antoine and Evka Ilo. So, if it lets me get a good shot. Being attacked by... There's Antoine. There's Evka Ilo. We can tell from the buns in her hair. And also another gameplay preview that was the high-level one of the dragon. We did see that was Evka Ivor. But yeah. Characters who were in Dragon Age, the missing. Dragon coming back for the attack. This big dude. Okay, oh yeah. Oh, that's who the executor... oh, well, what if that's... oh. What if that's what an executor looks like beneath... oh. Oh, thank you, Sasha. Thank you, Sasha. Dude. What if this is... Thank you, Sasha. I really appreciate that. What if this is what an executor looks like behind... Oh, it reminds me of the Night King of what's it called? Game of Thrones. Look at the triangles in his dagger. I'm not trying to, like, specifically look at it. That's Rook. Are you sure that's Rook? That's Rook. This is Rook. This is Rook. That's Rook. This dude right here is Rook. Are you sure? Icaceda. Are you sure? That's Rook. That's Rook. Really? Look at the ears. Look at the twisted form. What is going... Yeah, mummified. I mean, we did just have the necropolis here. That's the thing. So it could be an undead. Yeah. Ah. I mean, it would make sense why they wear robes to hide their the stuff here, the things going on here. Old elf, definitely. They've got elven ears for sure. Emissary. That's, yeah, I know that's Rook. Yeah, that's definitely Rook. So somebody's dead then, eh? Or it could be, could it be a Divinity Magister? Maybe. It's. Is it giving blighted? It's giving undead. Mummification. So we are thinking necropolis stuff, I think. Elven. Yeah, I'm thinking necropolis. Equally, could be anything. Love it though. The dagger's sick as well. Fishy undead? Yeah, I get that, yeah. Undead ancient elf. Guild creation. It is giving Mortalitasi vibes with the mummification because they do mummify their dead. And it's giving elven because of the ear. But then the dagger with these little triangle chevrons almost. Look at the hand, not quite elven. Okay, yeah. And that's the thing. Well, it could be ancient elven, or it could be forgotten ones. People are saying in the chat. It is giving Navaran though with the mummification of it. And then we have this Rook looking at a bloodied hand. Their bloodied hand. It will not be easy. Oh my lord. No kidding, eh? So, this is where it gives like Mass Effect 2 Suicide Mission vibes. Oh, there's Char, there's Harding. And then it looks like they're in a very... That looks like the ritual site. That's like the start of the game then, isn't it? Yeah, that's the ritual site. Then we've got Davrin with... Oh, there she is, rising up. This, where is this? This must be Weishaupt with the... yeah, you got Griffin statues here. You got the Blight. Who is she holding? Is that the first commander of the Grey Wardens? I think it could be. Ah, flipping heck. I like Davrin's cape though. Hello, JD Media. How you doing? Me when I don't moisturize Rose. Oh my goodness. Queen Jilly Nightmare. I love that Kirsty K. Yeah, iCity, literally. So then we have Mommy Gill, who does look amazing, by the way. She's giving Centipede. Look at that shot of Rook. What a handsome Rook. Look at it. Look at the hair. Look, I love it. Yeah. But you are this world's only hope. So, hey, here he is. This looks like Tevinter given the architecture. So, theory. Don't know it's true. Obviously, it's a theory. Oh, I think I can piece together something from this. Like, oh, hello. This is, we think this is Endgame. This looks like it could be Tevinter, Minratha specifically, with the eclipse in the background. Solas's eyes, he's either petrified somebody, or what if he's just transformed from the Dread Wolf because he has reconnected with the Dread Wolf? Maybe as the Elven Gods get what they want. He has the dagger. Does he? Oh, he does! Oh, Disa, what does that mean? Shit, does he kill Rook? What's going on there? Is this like the bad ending aspect? Or did we willingly give it to him? Solas is, again, we've talked about this. Is this the Fade and Thedas as one? Or is this the still Thedas and the Fade separated by the veil? But then it's very, very much blighted, and Solas has gotten out of it differently. I am going with the idea that the veil has been destroyed, perhaps actually by the Elven Gods, which allows Solas to escape his prison, which also allows him to transform into the Dread Wolf. But because he's given the dagger to Rook, what's happened to Rook? Did they give it to him willingly? We hope so. But again, it's Dragon Age. There could be multiple endings. But yeah, this is giving... He's just transformed as the Dread Wolf, as we saw in the previous trailer. He's now in the working world again, ready to probably freaking wreck the Elven Gods. Maybe find the source of the Blight Destroyer, I don't know, and then wreak havoc on the Elven Gods. That's what I'm thinking. I don't think it's a flashback, Melfina, because this is Minrathis as it stands in its present. But I love that. I love that. The implications. I mean, it could be. It absolutely could be. I'm not one to say no. The architecture to me is giving... It's giving Tevinter. You've got the lanterns there, you've got the angular aspects, and you do have the eclipse in the background. But, you know, it could be anything, really. The Wicked Fox, the ending better not be dependent on colour. But yeah, what is this spell that he did? You know, could it have been he just transformed? Who knows? Or has he just petrified somebody? He never raised his hand up before when he petrified the Kunari. He just did it. Either way, hype. Hype, hype, hype. So, does this showcase one end scenario, default scenario, where Solas escapes the Fade and faces the Elven Gods, either with or without Rook, and the Elven Gods cause some catastrophe in some regard to either just Minrathis or it's the entire world. So either some universe where the Fade and the Veil are the Veil's destroyed, or something different. Looks like he just teleported. Also true. Yeah, also true. Also true. Could be anything, really. Oh, thank you, Josh. I appreciate it. And then we have a Kunari. Is that a Kunari? That's a Kunari, right? Got red in the background. Smacking. What are they smacking the Kunari with? Is it the Tome of Colsum? No, it looks like... I mean, what even is that? It looks like it could be like... What do you cut bread on? You know, like a bread cutting board? What is that? And look at that. Look at that shot of Tash. Shit is going down. Is all I can say to that shot. Thank you, Ethan, for the super chat. Appreciate it. Large slice of bread, Nicola. It could be. It could be, couldn't it? Yeah, it absolutely. Melfina, what is missing from it? Yeah, that's the thing. I can't tell if Tash is screaming. When you see it originally, she's... There's a sense of, like, upsetness, and she's about to cry. As the more it goes on. Yeah, she looks scared. So this looks like it could be the same scene as the dragon. from Hoosberg, from the gameplay we've already seen. And Harding, what is happening to Harding? Where? Oh no, no, flipping! Oh no! Oh my lord, no! So is this at the start of the game? Probably, or is it? So no, it can't. Well, she's already got. Her face is already scarred here. She's got like lyrium infused face. And she's falling. So is it towards the end of the game? Thank you, Ethan, for the super chat. Do I think Solas is redeemable? I think so. I do want to see how dark he can go, though. I want to see how dark BioWare will let him go as well. Yeah, I think he is. I think the Rook will be able to sway him for sure. So we've got Venatori here, and there is Andrea Cantori, I believe, who I cannot wait to meet in the Veilguard from Twinter Knights. And this is where it reminds me of Mass Effect 2 Suicide Mission. Right. So these are a cast of... Who is this dude? We've got Evka Ivo, a Grey Warden, I think. Tash, Emmerich. Don't know who that is. Don't know who that is. Is that who is? Don't know who this robe figure is. Can't tell. Lots of figures looking so ominous. That could be under a tier there. Who is these? It's sick. Isn't it just Nicholas? Yeah, executive for sure, right? Morrigan, I could, yeah, good shout, Chloe. Some members of the oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. So that's Irulan, Strife. Don't have a clue. Don't know. Davern, of course. Rook, Emmerich, Manfred. Some other skeleton dude. Some other faction members in the background. There's Lucanist. Who's over here? Tash. That looks like Andretti, I think. But what about the robe dude? Also Ivan Same. The Griffin could save Harding? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Arwen, exactly. Yeah, I want to know who this is. I can't see what logo that is. Because it could just be a Moon Watcher. It could just be a Moon Watcher. Oh, yeah. This is Manfred's Emmerich's staff. Oh, sick. Oh, yes, you're right. Thank you. Yeah, I thought that was another skeleton for a second there. You're right, yeah. Manfred is greater than Jeeves, or Jeeves, however you say it. Hooded Man is Dearth? Oh, can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? So this, Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, who knows? Looks like we're into Winter though, which looks like it could be the endgame. Look at this dragon, look like a happy puppy ready to pounce. All blighted and gross. Looks like it's into Winter as well, and Raphis. Ah, look how happy he is. Look at him. Look at all his contortions and mutilations. And then our boy, Varric from the start. And then, that looks like a serpentine creature. And then Gil's just hanging there. Like, am I seeing this incorrectly? I don't even know how to take this. It looks gross and I love it. Is it like a sea monster? It looks like one, right? And you got like teeth, right? Look at it. It's gross. This is the dark fantasy horror we want, though, innit? Ugh. And then this is the dagger, and that's inside Gillenan's chest. So Rook's gone, yeah. Yeet. That's a worm. Is it, Villainous Kitty? A worm. Thank you. So, speculated before, I think there's going to be some point where we can maybe kill Gillenan's physical body. And this looks like this is how you do it with Solas's blade. A blade to end the war. Oh, look at that shot of Gillenan! Oh! Oh, look at her. Look at her. That is probably one of the best shots. Besides other content, I'm assuming people have already got better shots of her. But from a trailer, you can see the detail in her hands. Oh, I am obsessed with her aesthetic. I love it. Look at the dark fantasy elements of it. The guttural, what's it called? Human? No, body gore. I love it. I just watched The Substance the other day. Anybody seen The Substance? Like, sweet lord, that was a film and a half. But I do like body horror. It's some of the spookiest, craziest shit. And just seeing that represented in the elven gods who have been told, we've been told for 10 years, are evil, horrifying tyrants. Seeing them actually being depicted as that, like, yes, I'm all for it. I love her design. I freaking love it. So, yeah, Josh, The Substance was a vibe, wasn't it? So, does Rook kill her physical body and maybe she turns into a dragon? Who knows? We've played Dragon Age before. We know what happens when you kill a blighted creature's physical body. They just use the next one next to them that's also blighted and just duplicate themselves. So how can we actually defeat Gillenan? Maybe Solas's blade lies there in it. Who knows? Want it just Nicholas? Yeah, I agree. I agree. But what you got to remember about negativity online is it's also just online. And while it feels so palpable and overwhelming at times, it is just online in a small vacuum. Like, we're all going to be able to measure for ourselves if we enjoy this game. And that's fundamentally the only thing that matters. If you personally enjoy the Veilguard. If you don't, fine, great. At least you gave it a shot. If you do, and I'm not incentivizing you to go and buy the game. I'm not bothered about that. I'm just saying, watch reviews, check it out, check reviews, read them out, read the articles on Monday if you don't want spoilers. But at least dictate for yourselves if you want to play it without listening to somebody tell you why you shouldn't play it before the game's even out. But as long as it's good for you and you enjoy it, that's all that matters. You know, the same goes for me in my content creation. Nobody has stopped me from creating content because they don't like what I do or they think that I'm a whatever, Bioware, blah, 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 blah. I enjoy it. I love speculating. I love tinfoiling. That's why I'm wearing a tinfoil hat, literally looking like a silly goofball on stream right now, dissecting a trailer of this game that we've been talking about for 10 years, 8 years on this channel. If I enjoy this game, I'm going to flip and talk about it. If I don't enjoy it, well, we'll talk about that. But, like, like fundamentally, as long as you enjoy this game, that's all that matters. So, don't hold the toxic content, the toxic negativity in regard, but hold the criticisms in regard. You know, listen to people in spaces where there is decent conversation there. But yeah, ultimately allow yourself to form your own opinion. That's what I would say. If that's reading reviews, if that's watching them, if that is watching one of your favorite creators stream it, I'll be streaming my second playthrough, for example, as soon as I finish the game. If it's by any means, as long as you for yourself find out if you like it as Dragon Age fan, that is the best justice you can do to yourself. And I agree with Bill. So this dragon is mad. I love the tendril design again. It just gets me thinking about the connection between the elven gods, the old gods, the blight, all of those long-standing mysteries finally getting an answer. Fingers crossed. And honestly, I cannot wait. I cannot wait for Halloween. I cannot wait for a week when we get to play this game. we don't have long to wait now, folks. It has been so long. Was it Shade? Oh, Kitty, I don't think it was Shade. Did I say something shady? I can't remember. What did I say, Kitty? Yeah, no, it's been so long, and our moment is finally here. We have to wait a week. How many days exactly? 6 days, something like 21 hours now, I think. And we finally all collectively get to lose our marbles and play this game. Having said that, though, we're probably going to be spending, like, what, 6 hours on the character creator when the game comes out? Kitty, what did I say again? I can't remember if it was... It wasn't Shade. I don't think I was attempting to shade anybody. Oh, Nicola, I love mead. Oh, yeah. What sort of... Is it like regular mead or any kind of flavoured mead? I know mead's already honeyed wine, but what type of mead is it? All the tentacles, I'm afraid to know what the fan art is going to look like. RPG, yeah. It is going to be agonizing. If anybody's going to MCM EGX this weekend, do let me know. I would love to chat with you about the Veilguard in person, because I'm actually going there tomorrow, dressed as the 14th Doctor from Doctor Who. That'd be great fun. Not a lot of meat in Canada. Yeah, I can imagine. Literally, Bill. The streams that we've done all together. Oh, Bill. Sorry, Villainous Kitty. I agreed with Bill about another comment. Yeah. Yeah, I did. I genuinely did. Yeah, I genuinely did. Yeah, it was about the comment regarding something else. The Gil romance. Sorry, apologies for that. I need to read the comments. But yeah, if anybody's there, let me know. But yeah, the fact that we used to clown, even watching like EA's Battlefield streams or the Game Awards 2019, when they already told us that the game was already far, far, far away and they're in the pre-production stage, or all that stuff. Like, now we actually have content. We actually have these trailers coming out and we're talking about it so casually. Like, it's insane. It really is insane. Yeah, JD, oh, of course. If I don't like the Veilguard, I will absolutely be authentic in my opinions. Abso-flippin'-lutely. Like, my content is authentic to a T. I don't make videos wanting to be in any kind of particular BioWare group or thinking about EA or thinking about the relationships I could have with BioWare. And I'm not shading anybody, I'm just saying my content has always been authentic to a T. And that's why I do double down on EA and BioWare when they need it. When we're talking about crunch, talking about layoffs, I don't want to go on another rant, but we're talking about all these shitty malpractices that EA started back from microtransactions in Mass Effect 3. You know, I want to be as authentic as I can in my content creation endeavors, and that is something that I will always adhere to. And the reason why I am so passionate about Dragon Age right now is because I'm really excited for the Veilguard. It is that true. Like, that's the only bias I have is my own opinion. I mean, that doesn't make any sense anyway. But no, I will remain integral. There will be parts of this game that I will absolutely critique. The choices, the sorrows, what's going on there, you know. So like the conclusions, the questions that I've been asking myself for so long. I made a video on that recently as well, just to prompt that kind of video, that idea as well of reminding me of the questions that I've had for so long. So yeah, I'll be authentic to a T, but like, by being authentic, it's just me telling you how I actually find this game. Ultimately, though, also my opinion is also just my opinion, and also same with other people's opinions. It is just their opinion, their point of view, and their own world view, where they, you know, where we can, at least if we can understand where they're coming from, we can go, okay, that's why I don't like this game. All right, then, I get where you're coming from now to some degree. I may not agree with that, but I understand it. Yeah, Sasha, I get that. When Sasha said, not gonna lie, I do feel like some people think being authentic means hating on something you like. I get that. When I say I'm being authentic, it means that I will absolutely tell you what I did like about the game and what I didn't like about the game, and that's it. I'm not going to hold a facade or have an ulterior motive, basically. Because I get it. Content creation is a hard endeavor. YouTube is a hard platform. People like money. People like the idea of sponsorships. People like the idea of working with BioWare. People like the idea of working with EA. People are attached to so many things. They can make money by being overly positive. They can make money by being overly negative. That, for me, isn't not to be pretentious. That isn't content creation. That isn't art. I got into this endeavor to talk about Dragon Age at a level that I like, and to create content that I genuinely go, I love making that video. I love putting in a tinfoil hat. I love Rook Club. I love being my authentic self and creating content that truly represents me without anything else, without thinking about, ooh, how much money can I shill by hating on this game, by talking about this feature that so many people don't like, things like that. So again, just talking about myself, not calling anybody else out. I'm just saying that's what I mean by being authentic. And if that means being positive for a game that I think looks really good, also that. Exactly, Kitty, I'm here for the beans. Anybody got any questions they want to ask me after this 10-year-long wait? Anything burning up? I could talk to you about my opinions on the Veilguard for hours. Ultimately, I will give you my full criticisms, along with me, Lisa Lambo, our podcast, along with so much more content coming along the line. That's going to come across after this week. I will give you an example, though. I didn't like Mass Effect Andromeda. I didn't enjoy that game in the slightest. That game, to some extent, broke my heart. I played that game, covering it for a bit of my channel. And I was like, this game is not what I wanted. I do not like this game. It is not what I represented. And I just stopped talking about it. And I fully digested those thoughts on YouTube. But didn't like it. And I uncovered why I didn't like it. Expressed my opinions. That was it. So, there are times when there are things that I clearly don't like within BioWare. And I will definitely talk about that. Will there be another live chat before launch? I'm not sure, to be honest, Joseph. I'm away this weekend, so not over the weekend. We'll see what Monday brings. Potentially. What are your thoughts on Mafal? Oh, Melthina. I could talk about Mafal for ages. Ultimately, I think she's the big bad of Dragon Age. I'm going to get that picture of the Executor up again. Oh, Ethan, thank you for the super chat. Most anticipated thing? Oh, seeing my Inquisitor again. Definitely. Miss Puta. I always forget your Miss Potatino. Looking back, what would you say was the worst or the hardest part of the 10-year journey? Oh, the pandemic was quite hard. At the same time, there are so many cherished memories in the pandemic as well. I would say there was a moment where I did get attacked by Reddit for just creating my own content, for having an optimistic opinion, to an extent where they did raid my Discord, and it made me feel very, not paranoid, but upset, because there was a lot of mean things they were saying about me, and it wasn't nice. And it made me feel insecure in my own safe space that I thought was safe. I made a silly joke at the time. I likened it to Solas having his agents in the Inquisition, and I didn't know who was a part of the Reddit group and who wasn't, and they were just. This was back in 2019. It was a long time ago. It came across during the pandemic where I discovered it all, but that was really hard. It wasn't nice to. I think I didn't really see that much negativity, that much criticism. Still kind of a small creator from that point of view, and that's where it all hit at once. It was like so many people, a dedicated server of people who didn't like me or anything I did, which was really hard. Yeah. Just didn't like my opinions. They didn't like my voice. They didn't like my character. At the same time, they didn't like Mr. Mighty Players. They didn't like Biofan, creators who inspired my type of content at the same time. So they just didn't like the fact that I was positive. They thought I was making videos on nothing. But that, I wear a tinfoil hat. The idea of me talking about any traces of BioWare sneezing in the office, they were like, why is he wasting his time on that? They didn't like that. So they just didn't like the content style, and they didn't like my personality either. So it was a roster of things. Ultimately, they weren't fans of the content, which is absolutely fine. But then creating going into someone else's server and attacking that community, and then talking about it in your own space, it creates, first of all, an unsettling space for anybody to be creative, and second of all, it's just bullying. So yeah. But It was long. It was a long time ago. Thank you, chat. I appreciate the support. Thank you. Oh, Jennifer, thank you for the super chat. Depending on the decision in Inquisition, if the Inquisitor romanced Solas and vowed to save him, would Rook have to fight the Inquisitor? Oh, I don't know. That's a good question, though, isn't it? I think that would be that's a dynamic that I am actually really excited to see. Like, just because the Inquisitor decided what they wanted to do, well, Rook's gonna have, like, you know, that one-on-one experience with Solas, and that may change their perception of Solas. So I am interested in that dynamic, and that's where, like, I thought the Well of Sorrows may have had an impact, because if you drank from the Well of Sorrows and bound to Mafal, you know, you could potentially be stopped, and if Solas absorbed Mafal's power, there could be a way where Solas has control over the Inquisitor, where they can't harm him. But yeah, I am interested to see how that dynamic will work. Where's that Executor? Thank you, Melfina. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you, Miss Potitini. I appreciate it. Thank you. No, thank you, chat. I'm seeing all the comments flooding in now. I appreciate it. Thank you. And again, it was a long time ago. It's many things. It's many things. It's not even worth talking about anymore, to be honest. Thank you, Ethan. I appreciate it. Oh, chat, thank you. You're being too kind. Thank you. I appreciate it. No, it means a lot. It really does. And I appreciate my content does not attract every Dragon Age fan, of course, but I appreciate the community that it has brought about. You know, I have such a lovely Discord server, and even when I'm posting videos these days, it's a lovely space. Like yourselves, for example. You know, yeah, you get negativity like every single video out there, but the community that I do have, people who are supporting, people who I see regularly commenting on my videos, like yourselves in the chat, it's a lovely, glowing place. It's lovely. We all just want to see what the game's going to be about, really. We've all tentatively, with perseverance, waited to see what BioWare are going to do. That's it. That's really it. We want to see if this is going to be a great Dragon Age game. Rose, thank you for the super chat. Would you rather have a griffin as a mount or a giant nug? Oh, I do have a giant nuggalope as a plushie, so I'm gonna go for the griffin. Also, did everybody see the recent Sankshi Griffin Asan plushie and the Manfred one? Beautiful, but yeah, Griffin. A hard choice though, because I do love a giant nug. Thank you, DeCaster. I appreciate it. You're our boy, Jack. Thank you, Joseph. I am your boy. Griffon. Thank you, Nicholas. No, I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody who gels with it, watches it, and likes the content that I produce. I do feel like I've got my own community, and a very nice, loving community at that. I do have a Discord, Askaladen. You have to join by becoming a member or a patron just once, and it's just to keep the Discord safe. So the link isn't just floating out there for said Discord, said certain Reddit sections to come and mob the server, but also just to keep it, yeah, keep it safe from that. Beanie weenies. Exactly, Charlotte. Exactly. Oh, Ice City. Good question. I mean, the Manfred 101 Asan. I was really tempted to get the Nev statue, but I do want to see if she is my favourite character of the Veilguard so far. So I'm going to wait for that one. But I am eyeing up that Nev statue. Definitely. I was going to buy the £500 Solar statue that came out 2 years ago. I decided not to in the end. But yeah, maybe I'll be swayed to get that because Solas is my favourite Dragon Age character. But we'll see what the Veilguard does. We'll see what who the Veilguard introduces. Oh, and the art book, yeah, the art book. Oh, thank you, DeCaster. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it, DeCaster. Names and addresses. So down bad for Lucanus. Yes, you are, Sasha. Yes, you are. Oh, a week, folks. A week. Are we going to make it? Yeah, Lenido. Miss Putini. Miss Putatini. I'm going to call you Miss Potatino. Miss Potatino. Exactly. About the clowning. Exactly. Kitty. Yes, it is. It definitely is. Kitty. Kitty, save it for the blooming rose. Jack, can you do me a favour and go get the shot of Solas on the video so I can stare at him? Yeah, of course I can. Of course. Where is he? Where is our boy? It was close to the end. Oh, I'm not doing the thing. Where was he? He was over here. He was somewhere over here. We'll find him. We will find him. Lucanus. Let's say, okay. Miss Potat. Oh, I forgot it now. Miss Potatino. I think. Game goes live on Steam one day after my birthday. Hey, happy birthday, Starcast, for one day after. So, 30th? Let me ferment and share, Jack. Kitty, go ahead. That awkward of oblivious to flirting crow is going to get... Boop, 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 boop. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Askeladen, for the... super chat. Sorry, the becoming a member. You can join the Discord via the link that will be shared on there. I appreciate it. We're still finding Solas. Oh, Emmerich is also looks amazing. I can't wait for Emmerich to be my best friend. My character is going to be a Morn Watcher, so I can try and make a backstory, or at least I doubt they'll have met Emmerich. We'll see, but we'll see what dynamic we can have of that. Either way, I want some sort of backstory where my Rook and Manfred have at least played rock, paper, scissors together. For sure. Yeah, what is everybody starting with? Miss Putatino says, I'm romancing everyone but Harding, but I'll probably start with Nev or Lucanus. Your peer pressure did work, Kitty. So Sasha's Lucanus. Hey, same Malusha. I'm also doing a Warrior Moon Watcher. Hell yeah. Rose. Yeah, who's going to betray us as well? What if Rook's the betrayer? What if Rook's the executor? Oh, we got Shadow Dragon, Lucanus, Male Mage. Nice. Oh, there he is. Ninino, Female, Mage, Crow, Lucanus. Bill Emmerich. There he is. There we go. That is just for you, DeCaster. Yeah, I thought that too, Horror Fanatic. The cloaked guy in the squad scene is the Morn Watcher merchant. Yeah, I think that could be it. The kind of saw Emmerich Fairy Wing. Nice. Emmerich. I want to portray so bad that it be our turn for once. I just want redacted. He's beautiful. A glorious egg. I'm trying to be open. Lovely Velvet says, trying to be open about all the romances and wait and see. But the actual answer is Lucanus. I think Nev will betray us. No! I'm going to romance Nev first. Or Balara, but maybe most likely Nev. But then maybe Balara. It is beautiful, isn't it, Horror Fanatic? The scenery is beautiful. I like the art style. Hot take, Solas won't die. I think there will be... Anybody seen Loki Season 2? Because in the ending of Loki Season 2, spoilers, 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 in order for Loki to save the timeline, Loki has to become the timeline, kind of. He has to become the throne and use his magic to save the timeline. What if Solas has to, like, become the Veil, or use all of his magic to save the Veil? Some kind of ending where he has to self-sacrifice himself in order for the greater good to restore the Veil for good. That could be an interesting dynamic. So he's not dying, but he's then living for an eternity as the Veil itself. If it's man-made and it could break, and it is breaking, imagine that. Jack, no. He's going to be fine. No. Stop. Yes. OMG, yes. No. Shush. Solas becomes the Veil Wowzers. No, never. No Mass Effect ending, no. What if Solas is Maker? The egg gonna get boiled, Roxanne. What if he just lives his life as a French, or sorry, Orlesian bard, and actually just keeps the wig? Not my wolf. No, I can fix him and everything will be okay. Solas will be fine. There's got to be one ending where he won't be fine, right? Except the tragedy. You knew this would happen when you loved an ancient elven god. Yes, Kitty. Exactly, iCity. Exactly. Not Rook. Oh, you do not remember the Orlesian bard. There you go. That's all you get. Yes, Rose. Tragedy. What's that song? Tragedy. Is it Steps that sings that? Anybody know that one? He can live his life in the Fade with Le Velon. Yes, he could. He could. Who would I choose, Varric or Solas? Solas. More. No, Kitty, you got to join the... Oh, you're in the server. Yeah, maybe in the server. Maybe in the server. I will give more. Lucanus' daddy. Solas and the... Yes, Rose! Yes, Rose! Solas and the Velen die in each other's arms and live on in the Fade. Maybe not living on in the Fade. Maybe just dying in each other's arms. And that's it. Full stop. Exactly, the caster. Dance to the tragedy. Blonde wig and everything. Exactly. What if Cole shows up and we choose which of our dads he saves? Linedo. Linedo. I would love that. I want to see Cole. No, Kitty, I didn't forget you were in the server. I'm just reading a lot of chats quickly, and so I can't always make heads or tails. But then I saw, oh yeah, Kitty in the server. Never forget you, Kitty. Never forget you. I just was reading it quickly. It's like having so many jelly beans poured in your mouth and you're trying to, like, you know, bite each one of them. It goes so quickly and you don't know which one to go for. And then you look and you're like, okay, that's what it's like. Emmerich Senpai. My ego. No ego. No. It's not, no. Susan Varric by Solas Dama. If Varric shoves his tongue into my Rook's mouth, I may save him instead of Solas. That's one way. No, Kitty, no. Days of... Yeah, we need to mention beans every single day. Jelly beans, baked beans, bean sauce. Anybody here like beans? Like baked Heinz beans? Kitty. Shelly Bean! Best community member on YouTube. Just because of the name. Nanino. Rook could be the betrayer. Send one of our companions into the Fade to replace Solas and set him free. Well, that would be brilliant, actually. That would be so good. What a plot twist. We do have that shot of Rook bloodied. Love beans, Nicholas. Nicholas, where have you been from my life? Sorry, no more Solas now. Now we're going to some tragedy. Where is it? Where is it? Have I already gone past it? I may have. We'll just find it. Look at him in that armor. I will risk it all for Solas. Wicked Fox, it's the best thing about it. Jack, look up Beans by Brack. It's 100% your theme tune. If you send it to me, I'll have a look at it after the stream on Discord. Just to prove that you are definitely there. I'm joking. Or am I? Whose staff weapon is that? That's a big staff weapon. That's the only thing I'm looking at there. It's not Emmerich. I'm interested in this character. Is it a veil jumper maybe? Probably. Because of the triangles. It looks interesting actually. Now I've spotted that. Baked beans on toast. Yes, Rose. Rose, do you like baked beans on toast? Yeah, imagine if we were the villain all along. Shelly Bean! Shelly Bean, we'll watch this trailer in your honour. We're going to watch the trailer again for Shelly Bean in their honour. I will be quiet as well. Shelly Bean, are you ready to get excited? Because this is a brilliant trailer. Okay, Shelly Bean. Over to you, Shelly Bean.
Events are weaving together quickly. The fate of the world shall be decided soon.
So those things we saw come out of the Fade.
Two ancient elven gods. They were horrific tyrants. The worst is still coming.
Unless we stop them.
Artifacts that have been dormant for centuries are awakening.
Shut it down!
I'm trying!
The dead stir more easily than they should.
There! It's been feeding on the blight!
The streets of Treviso get more dangerous by the day.
They're gods. I can feel their corruption.
The cult's gathering power.
Darkspawn are charging to Weishaupt.
You're the only force that can stop this. But not if they burn your castle to the ground. Get down! It will not be easy. But you are this world's only hope. I believe in all of us.
What do you think, Shelly Bean? Are you hyped? I think it was Alex Jordan as Rook. Yeah. Our boy. Do we have the shot of the Veilguard? We'll have. So, first of all, we were talking about Rook being the betrayer. That would be sick, the idea of sending a companion to release Solas into the Fade, but betraying them. Be awful, but it'd be sick. But yeah, if not Rook, then who? I definitely will do Decaster for sure. Hahaha, Shelly Bean. Thank you, Lovely Velvet, for becoming a member. Oh, Decaster. Oh, what a shout. Decaster said, what if the blood is actually from the ritual at the start of the game? Yeah. Yeah, because they've actually got that beginning armor on, don't they? What a shout. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, exactly, JD. It is so good. So the shot of the companions together, which look amazing. Andrectia, I believe, in the flesh. Completely double stabbing a Venatori. Right. This person here with this weapon, is it a veil jumper? Probably. They've got a triangle weapon thing. Keep an eye on them. And then they duck down. It could be Balara. It's Balara. Is it Balara? Yeah, it's Balara. I think. Yeah, it's Balara. Yeah, never mind. Balara. We just can't see her. And then, oh yeah, we didn't even talk about this actual location. Dragonhorn there. And the Eclipse there. So it's a similar location where Solas was. So, Solas is out of the Fade. And and the world is seemingly changed. This dude, who are you? No clue. But yeah. It's a sick shot. It's so cool. And I love missions where you have more than one companion joining you. Like, oh, there's the hooded dude from before. That'll be the Morn Watcher though, won't it? The Morn Watcher merchant as spotted out. There he is there. But he's the Morn Watcher merchant. I believe it, yeah. People just said in the chat, what if it's Dorian? I believe. I mean, they could easily. You know what? Actually, we are completely missing out on the fact that Bioware do swap out models in trailers. These could just be NPCs they've replaced. They potentially could be characters in here that they've swapped out for this trailer. Definitely. Yeah. They could have swapped characters out. Like, we know Strife Irelen, Davrin, Lucanus is there, Rook, Emmerich, Manfred, and then you've got a Grey Warden, hooded merchant, dude in the back. It could be a veil jumper. Someone here as well. Like, they could have swapped out the models. So that'd be sick. We could have characters here with Tasha's over there as well. Like Felasan. We all want Felasan back. Where's Felasan? Where is he? But I mean, it just looks sick. It looks like proper suicide mission vibes. This is it. All or nothing. This is either the end of the world or like, we don't see this character in the close-up. Who is this? And this character? There's Lucanus, I believe. Balara's there. Obviously, the shot doesn't extend that far. But there are still characters that I think could have been swapped out. Avalas. Yes, that'll be sick. Avalas, Felasan, please. Yeah, this game can't come soon enough, and it's apparently a long one too, with 3 acts. So there's going to be plenty of this game to dissect, to divulge into, to take time off and really, really enjoy it. Any other questions? What time are we on? I'm going to wrap up in 15 minutes. So if anybody wants to ask me any questions, we go for it now. Just because I am going to London tomorrow, and I'm waking up at 4 in the morning to get the train to get there at 9. So any questions, we'll have 15 minutes of questions, because I need to try on my Doctor Who costume as well, give it a quick ironing, plan out tomorrow, and unfortunately get up early in the morning, but for a good cause. I'm also meeting Jennifer English tomorrow. I've got a photo shoot with her So it should be a really, really fun day to enjoy Dragon Age being 6 days away. And meet Alex Jordan and see Shadow Heart's voice actress. The caster, you wouldn't dare. You wouldn't dare. No. Take it back to caster this second. Yeah, Miss Pututini. 5 to 6 playthroughs at the same time. Literally. Thank you, Fairy Wing. I appreciate it. Thank you. Kitty. Oh, thank you, iCity. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, the horror. Fanatic. Interesting take for me. Gillinan will betray Elganan, take his power and become the final boss of the game. I love that. Love that. Or even the other way around. But yeah, I love that idea. Because we do see one massive dragon at the end of it all. As you should, Ethan. Love that. Yes, Haven. Same. I am so excited for the Inquisitor. Aww. Thank you, DeCaster. Oh. Yeah, Casper. So, I don't know that the actual lengths. I know the first act is the biggest act. I heard it was longer than 7 hours. I don't know though. I haven't watched that many previews. But I heard the first act is like the game in itself, and then it just kept on going. They didn't want to create DLC. They just wanted this to all be self-contained. And then they didn't want the DLC to answer the questions like Trespasser. They wanted this game to be fully complete. So they kept on going with Act 2 and Act 3. But again, that's all I've heard from Mr. Matty Plays' video and his interview with Corin Bush. Oh, thank you, Kitty. I appreciate it. If I meet anybody cool, don't tell you, then I'll be sure to tell you. Haha. Yeah, Susan, also a good point. Also a good point. Stream died, did it? Is the stream dead? Did the stream die, everybody? Am I dead right now? Ooh. Am I living in the fade? I think it may have just been you, Haven, because it seems like it's okay on my end. Inquisition for my first playthrough took me 80 hours to complete, and that was in 8 days while also going to college. So, yeah, how long will it take? I think 60 to 90 hours. Oh, is that true, DeCaster? No beans for me. What do you mean no beans? Kitty, what did I do to deserve that? Yeah, Miss Putatini, exactly. And I think they come out on Monday. Oh, don't worry, Casper. It's all good. Dang. Sorry, DeCaster. No worries. Sorry, no worries, Casper. Damn, DeCaster. Manfred should be everywhere. Manfred is our child. Dharma working out while listening to Dragon Age. Hell yeah. No bill? What's the no bill? Yeah, Kitty. That's where the line is, Kitty. That's where the line is. Let's call the Mortalitassi. Let's do it. Also a good point, horror. Yeah. I suppose it just depends how much content there is in the missions and the levels and what they've done with the resources they've had instead of making side quests, fetch quests, sorry. Yes, Shelly Bean. Same. Thank you, Nini Hoana. Nini. Thank you, Nini. Kitty, do not tempt me to do that. I will do that. I will do that. Yeah, also true, Miss Potitini. Yeah. Like, Inquisition was bloated, hub-based worlds, and If they remove the power system was the thing that brought Inquisition to be longer, because you had to get power, you had to go into the open world, you may as well just get all the fetch quests done, you may as well get all the shards. Without that dynamic, you can just breeze through Veilguard, I assume, if you want. Haven't played it though myself, so I don't know. I can't wait to Redacted with Emmerich and then Redacted with Solas. The caster. Thank you, Malusha. I'm 100% with you. I can't wait to Redacted. I'm willing to bet money Lavelle and Redacted. Redacted, Redacted, Redacted. Do it. Frog emoji. What am I doing again, Kitty? Oh, P.O. Box. Yes, that's it. That's it. That makes me think of Kermit. Didn't I? I can't do the Kermit. Pressured. Yeah, I can't. No, I tried to. I just think of that meme on TikTok. Didn't I do it for you? When all I do is for you, Kermit. There you go. There's my Kermit. Redacted. No, I'm not judging the caster. Me, yeah, yeah. No judgment whatsoever. Going to Redacted, Miss Harding. Gonna speed run the 3 games before 4. Brendan, Godspeed, or Maker's Speed. Bloody hell. I wish you luck on your endeavour. I'm Redacted with Solas first chance I get. And we enter the thirst hours of the day. Yeah, we've got Mass Effect after Dragon Age as well. I get where you're coming from, Alison. Alison says, why didn't they want to do DLC for this game? It feels sus. It's not that they didn't want to do DLC. They wanted to cover as much content as possible in the Veilguard without it then being DLC, because they made Inquisition, set up Solas, and then made Trespasser afterwards. What they're saying is, not that they're not going to do DLC, but you're getting all of the story without it being put into DLC, because Trespasser feels like not cut content, but it should have been in the base game. And what they're saying is that's not the case with the Veilguard. If they do DLC, it will feel like it's an addition to the game, not the DLC ending or the actual ending to the game. Also true, Kitty. Jack put Solas back on the stream before it. Hello, Benjamin. Did you get some beans of your tinfoil? I hope you did. Yeah, Ethan, Trespasser was so vital. And when you play it now, it's like... Oh, when you play it without thinking... When you play it thinking that the base game didn't exist... Sorry. When you play it now, thinking that it didn't... That when you... Back in 2014, when Inquisition was out, it's such a weird thought to think, why wasn't this part of the base game? And they also couldn't make it for the previous generation of consoles either. So there were lots of fans who couldn't even experience the DLC in the base game. Which is insane. So it's good to know that the Veilguard isn't going to limit or isolate any fans. Also, Alison, exploit fans, and it's not going to be missing from the cutting room floor. Dama, that's a very good point. I think that she saved Marek and all the other heroes for her own agenda. Appealing to be safe, appealing to be righteous and kind, but for her own agenda of a reckoning that will shake the very heavens, whatever that means. Yes, Nuri, we're talking about the egg husband. I'm going to get a picture of him. Shelly Bean, welcome to the Swallow Birds. Join the tea house, join us in the shadows, join us as we thirst over Solas. And beans! Plenty of beans. So many beans, Shelly Bean. One of us, one of us, one of us. Yes, long overdue. There you go, here he is, the caster. Just for you again, our egg husband. With the dagger. You enter Shelly Bean at the perfect time. Because, folks, we are 7 days away. What's the time? Game comes out 4 p.m. UK time. So 6 days and like 18 hours. Solas o'clock. Yeah, really good point, Run. I think it's insane that Hans Zimmer has done the score. Same! And Hans Zimmer's touring England next year as well. But I don't know if he'd do Dragon Age. I would die, though, just to go there. I would be willing to go there and do and see if he would. I'd love it. Hans Zimmer and Lorne. Lorne Barth. 7 days, then Monster Mash and Dragon Age. They do the Monster Mash. How does that song go again? We do the Monster Mash. I told my wife to budget 8 hours a day for Dragon Age. That sounds good. Let's hope it works, boys. Balf. Yes, for science, of course. Anything for you, Astra Lena. Of course. There you go. For science, and I'll remove the cursor away so the red bar. Will the red bar disappear? Go away, red bar. The red bar won't disappear, unfortunately. Hello, Purple Critter. How you doing? No nefarious purposes whatsoever. Of course, Kitty, of course. Monster Masher's Kermit. If you tell me the lyrics, I'll do it. But I forgot the lyrics. I also don't know how I do the Kermit accent. It just happens. Thighs. Thighs. Oh, Lena is fine. It's easier. Oh, fantastic. Ah, it's cool. You're from the VTuber side of the internet. Hell yeah. I will be becoming a hermit as well. He did the monster. I don't know how I do the Kermit voice, honestly. He did the he did the monster. He did the no. He did the monster. Oh, I need to think about the Kermit meme. Didn't I do it for you? But that's not really Kermit, is it? When all I do is for you, Kirby. He did the monster mash. The monster mash. There you go. That's what you get. We'll be entering the fate. Yeah, we'll be entering Uthenera on the 31st. I was planning on streaming on that day and then just ending the stream abruptly at 3:59. Be like, where's he gone? In the middle of speaking. Hell yeah, Purple Critter. Yeah, I'm planning on it, Shelly Bean. I am planning on it, for sure. We can have a pre or a current Dragon Age Veilguard Day stream. I need to see the plans after this weekend, but I am considering it for sure. For schnizzle. What is my favourite part of Solas's armour? I love the accents and the colours. I love the gold. It reminds me of the depictions of ancient elven aspects we've had so far. How regal it is. I really, really like that. Not the biggest fan of the collar, but yeah, the colours, the accents, what it means, royalty, nobility, reminiscence of the ancient elven empire. Love that. Yeah, I really, really like it. I vibe with it. Full of beans. Yes, DeCaster. Oh, hell yeah, Haven. Hell yeah. Ah, I'm glad people want that Dragon Age Veilguard Day stream. I will let you know. I'd schedule it in ahead of time and let people know on the community sections on YouTube and on the Discord, of course. So I will let people know if I'm going to do that. It's definitely a lovely idea. Definitely. Solid armor review. 10 out of 10. Thank you. It's so goopy. Look at your wallpaper. Welcome, iCity. I love the leading lines on his torso down to his his snatched waist. A style king, a true fashion icon. Truly. The most elven fashion icon ever that Thedas has ever seen. That Thedas will ever see. Besides Mathol. I think Mathol's just got a little, I mean, you know, she's had the most, what's the word? Glare. Glare up, flow up, glow up. Yeah. She's had the most glow up from, you know, Origins to, sorry, from Origins 2. From Origins 2. I think Dorian would approve, yeah. Thedas' next top model. Yeah. I did talk about the eyes before, Decaster. I think maybe it's him petrifying somebody. Or I think maybe a spell. Or he has just transformed from his Dreadwolf form. You've got 5 more minutes of me, folks. Any questions? Any lingering thoughts? Or are we going to talk about redacted? I do want to see him as his Dreadwolf form again and again and again. I really am excited by that. The nature of that, what it means, if it's a separate beast, etc. He's trying to look cool for Inky. He don't even need to try. He knows he's looking cool for Inky. He knows. Exactly, Purple. It's true. It is true. Hesso, I'm going to be a Morn, Watcher, Warrior, Slayer. What about yourself? Biggest twist, I think it's coming. Oh, Mafal being the big bad at the end of it all. The veil coming down. Maybe Elganan or Gillanan betraying one another. Things like that. Yeah. If I have to kill a party member, who am I choosing? Oh no! Oh, I don't know. And I know if I think I might upset people if I choose one as well. Don't hate me. For shits and giggles, Harding. Because I want to see what everybody else is like. But I don't want to kill anybody. And now everybody's going to hate me. But I want to experience the new cast as well, as much as I do want to experience Harding and her dynamic. But yeah. Yeah, Titans will be sick to see. Yeah, Sasha, Elganan betraying Gillanan for that mythology. Oh. I genuinely do think Mafal is the biggest big bad. The what? The mythology. I would pick. I want Nev to survive, so I'd pick Davrin like that. But yeah, like that for sure. But I don't want anybody to die. No death. But if I have to choose, Honey misses Solas. Don't we all? And here he is in the flesh, though, not locked in the Fade anymore. So what's going to be the deal with that? Also, I'm excited by, speculatively, the Executor's presence. Love that. Love to see it. How far will nudity go? It's a good question. Full redacted, or we riot. Oh, that'd be cool, Ice City, if Llewellyn breaks Solas out the Fade. I do want to see how dark Solas will go, though. Yes, he'll be redeemable. Yes, there are qualities of him that we can fix. But I also want to see how evil he'll go, how hellbent, if we don't have a good relationship with him as Rook, if the Elven Gods go so far. I want to see how bad, big bad he will become. Really, really do. As much as I want the closure and the nice stuff, I do want to see the Dread Wolf. Really, really do. Sasha. Solas and Elganan fight for that Mafalusi while Llewellyn found dead in a ditch. Oh. Oh. 7 days, 7 Elven Gods that were trapped in the Veil, trapped into the Fade. 7 Ancient Magisters. Instead of like 7 days of Christmas, 25 days of 10 days of what's the song for Christmas? We now need to do a Dragon Age 7-day song. Why are the eggs so sexy? Big bad bald. Sorry, big bad bigger bald. What will Solas do to protect Inqui? Well, yeah, it's a good question. 7 days of turmoil. I am getting thirsty to cast it, but also like my throat is really dry. Oh. 5 days of clowning. 7 days of needing therapy. Okay. 7 Elven Gods. 6 days of clowning. 5 days of needed therapy. 4 days of Llewellyn yearning. 3 days of... days of 3 class of warrior, mage, and rook. 2 evil elven gods, and rook with a mysterious Solas dagger. There you go. You get that once. Redacted would also be good. Solas turns into the Dread Wolf and gets snacky on the dragon to protect Llewellyn, and it's the first time she sees him in that form. Ooh. Would she like him in that form? Llewellyn Preggers? Thank you, Decaster. I appreciate it. 7 days. Impeccable. Thank you. Thank you. Try and do it as Kermie. Didn't I do it for you? 7 days of 7 melon gods. 6 days of clowning. 5 yearning Llewellyn days. 4 tinfoil hats. 3 classes, warrior, rogue, mage. 2 evil elven gods and a rook with a soulless mysterious dagger. There you go. There you go. That hurt my throat. It didn't really. We're all good. We're all good. Thank you, Emrats. He snack on Elganan. Oh, here we go. He protect, he attack, but most importantly, he snack on Elganan. Jack, it's only 7 days away. Why have you broken now? I know. I broke a long time ago. Miss Piggy! Oh, no. Oh, yeah, Sasha. I'm going to write to you in a minute as well. I need to book an Uber for... Let me tell you. Well, I've got you. Where's train line? There it is. The range. Thank you, Haven. I appreciate it. My train tomorrow is at 6:30 in the morning. So I probably need to get to the station for bare minimum 6:15. So I'll probably book an Uber for 6:45, giving me 45 minutes to get there. Takes 20 minutes to get there. So I'm going to get up at 5 in the morning because I need to check my Doctor Who costume. I'm literally getting the train in my Doctor Who costume because the hotel check-in is at 3, but we can go to XL Centre with bags. That's okay, and then we can get them checked, and that's fine. They're not bothered about bags. They're not too picky. And then we can check in 7 p.m, 6 p.m, 5 p.m, whatever. It is early, innit? That's why I'm going to have an early night and then sleep on the train a bit as well. But it's okay because thinking of meeting Sasha, seeing Jennifer English and getting a photo, potentially meeting Alex Jordan and hopefully giving her a friendship bracelet and then whatever else. Ew, that's so early it is. Guys, I'm booking an Uber to go get Solas myself. Who's coming? Make it an Uber, Max, Fast, and a van so we can all get in. Get the Clownmobile in. That's what we're going to do. Looking into a timeshare in the... Anyone in? Yeah. Getting losers, we're getting Solas. Yes, Jam, isn't he just? Hopefully, I will be able to say hi to Alex and give him a friendship bracelet. He's doing a meet and greet, and he's doing doing quite a few things actually. So I think I actually might be able to say hi to him quite early. We'll see. I'm really hoping so. He already knows of me too. And he has liked all of my tweets where I've said I'm going to MCM Comic Con. So, get a TARDIS! Oh yes, Mooncalf. Yes. We need to get Solas's key to get to an Illuvian. We can do it though, we can manage it. Oh, thank you, DeCaster. And 1 egg. Yes. But if I don't get another chance to say it, folks, I just want to say a massive thank you all for the 8 years on YouTube, 10-year wait for this game, from clowning, tinfoiling, Rook Club, Dragon Age Taylor's version, to the feralness of clowning, the state of that, to thirsting over Solas and all the new characters, to every single moment that has become a memory in this long wait for the next Dragon Age game. Bearing in mind the tumultuous journey from Dragon Age being live service, or the tumultuous fan base, you know, even if it's internal fan base, which I get it, there's always, you know, there's always controversy, there's always, what is the right word? Discourse, there's always discourse, and I understand that. There's always people who fundamentally don't get along with, and that's okay as well. From those moments to then pure wicked casual YouTube negativity that is just ridiculous and people shouldn't be paying their mind to that, to, of course, understandable critiques that are absolutely okay, well to be watched and understood. It's been a long time coming, in the words of Taylor Swift, Reputation. But the moment is almost upon us, and we can all, regardless of our opinions of Veilguard, regardless of other people's opinions, regardless of what people want us to believe, regardless of whatever, in 10 days, no, in 7 days, 6 days and 20, 18, 19 hours, we're going to have the opportunity to really let loose and explore that for ourselves, regardless of what I think, regardless of what Jimmy down the road thinks, regardless of what your favorite content creator thinks, regardless of what anybody else thinks. This is a moment that you all need to take and taste it for yourselves. Genuinely, don't let anybody dissuade you from the Veilguard. If you don't want to pay BioWare, EA, then read articles of people you trust, read them all, consume them, watch reviews, watch content creators you enjoy, watch streamers you enjoy. Enjoy it the way that you can. If you don't want to pay for EA, you don't like their malpractices, get that, I get that. If you are a Dragon Age fan, you're interested, give it your time, give it your energy. If you've made it this far, I assume you probably are going to be buying it anyway. If you're a hardcore fan, you know, give it your time, your patience, and let's see why BioWare have made the choices they've made for the art style, for the direction they're going in, for the choice systems. You know, give it your time and patience. If you don't feel like it deserves that, that's fine. Don't play it. Don't engage in that kind of content then. Don't engage in it. Save your life a bit of time and hassle then. Unless you just like to be negative online and create a career out of it, go ahead. But I would say people who indulge in that content, people don't be sucked in by it. Because a lot of creators, you can check them out in 5 seconds and you can see all the content they create. They get money off hatred, of pure spite, of sharing their opinions. And that's just them cashing in on a quick buck to get you angry, so that you watch it and you feel angry and annoyed while they make their rage baiting angry content, and they sit down and go and have their 5 core lights and enjoy their feeling absolutely shit about themselves way of getting money. I don't really care for that kind of content, and I'm not judging anybody who does. I'm just saying, fair warning for people who do care about, who are receptive and sensitive and receptive to negativity. It's fundamentally, you should be looking at critiques. You should be critiquing the game. You should be doing that. Content vampires is a fantastic word, Nicholas. But, you know, there is criticisms out there. At the same time, though, don't let anybody sway you, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, let form your own opinion. And if that is based on content creators who've had the game, who've read up, whatever, go for it. But yeah, there's a lot of negativity at the moment. This should be a week that we should all celebrate. It's been 10 years, folks. We should all celebrate this. We shouldn't be worrying. Well, we shouldn't. I mean, I do it too. I'm not even on Twitter at the moment. I've taken a break from it. We should be able to enjoy this game that we've been waiting for so long in a safe space. And whatever you need to do that, if it means not watching some creators, if it means not going on YouTube or social media, if it means all of the above, taking time out, whatever, what you want to do to enjoy this game, do it for your own mental health, please. Because I'm doing it. I literally, and I love Twitter. I love going on Twitter. I used to, at least. But the amount of spoilers I see on there, the amount of just toxicity, it's not worth it for my own mental health. So I'm like, you know what? No, I'll go on that. Maybe I'll tweet avidly, but I schedule tweets. So I'm like, I'm not on it. But I'll go on that maybe properly, maybe long after the Veilguard. But yeah, find a safe space for you that you can really enjoy this game. And if you don't want to enjoy it, if you don't like it, then don't spend your time wasting looking it up online or talking about it or giving people that attention, because they don't deserve the monetization, to be honest. But yes, in a safe space, you know, we every day try and make the Tea House, my own Discord server, as safe as possible. I'm not trying to plug it. I'm just saying we try and monitor it, make sure that it is heavily moderated, in a place where people who like to have understanding conversations, like to be authentic but integral but kind and nice and basically not an arsehole, can have that space. That is what we aim to provide. But yeah, for me, I just want to say again, looping back to what my original point, thank you all for being in this long ass wait for me with me for so long. So many of you I've seen from comments and tweets and notes and just messages on YouTube and everywhere else that you've been with me for so long, and you know, I just feel like it feels a nice, wholesome feel that we've all gone through this journey together, and that's what it's been all about for me. It's been about the community and finding friends and people in that we can all really just talk about this game openly and honestly as possible. So yeah, I really thank you all for joining me on this epic, long-ass journey that's finally freaking over in a week. We are old, Leonardo. We are so old. I'm 26 now. I was 16 when I started this journey. No, I was 18. 8 years ago. But I do have a tribute video that will be going over that too, so I'll get a bit soppy on that one. But I do appreciate all the love, the support, and yeah, going through all the tumultuous moments of this fandom as well, from the highs and the lows. It's brought us together. The bright bringing us together. Exactly, Bill. Exactly. Well, that's a nice comment. TR233. Okay. If you think the game will fail, that's you're absolutely obligated to that. that thought. Do you have any reasons why you think it will fail? Are you going to give it your time? Are you going to listen to people raging about it online who haven't even played the game? Are you going to look at actual fair criticisms of the game? Or do you just have that opinion? Like, I want to understand your opinion. Genuinely. Because we're all optimistic about this game. We've seen previews. My favourite content creator, Mr. Mighty Players, has played it and really likes it. That, for me, sells it. Kotaku wrote a gleaming report on it. And they were not excited. Because it's not original character which lost the hand. I don't know where I can go with that. I don't really know where I can go with that. So I'm gonna summarize. Yeah, no, again, I just want to thank you all. I really appreciate it. And we're at the end. Whatever thoughts we have, we can answer them ourselves. But yes. I'm so old now. Yeah, JD. Same JD. New protagonist is a trademark in Dragon Age. Exactly. Anyway, folks, we will leave it there. And everyone is entitled to their own opinion, exactly, DeCaster. But yeah, thank you all so much. Leonardo. It's not Commander Shepard, that's why. No, I'm genuinely open to like understanding the point of view, but I want to hear the point of view. I want to understand it. I want the context. And when I don't have that, you don't really have a point, do you? I'm going to leave it with that. But thank you all so much. Really appreciate it. And yes, again, if you're anybody's at MCM Comic Con, let me know. And yeah, tap me on the shoulder. Let me know. If you're there, I'd love to give you a Dragon Age Taylor's Version friendship bracelet. Thank you, Haven. Really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you all next week. I have a tribute video coming out this weekend. It's really a passion project. I really culminates this journey all together. The things that I can't put into words, or I've tried to put into words, but it's all visual anyway. But really appreciate it. Give Alex a big hug. I'll try. Thank you all again. Really appreciate it. But until then, what does the Inquisitor say? Whatever we've been before, we are now the Veilguard. Until the next one, folks, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. And if you're at MCM Comic Con, I will see you tomorrow. But until then, I should go. Whoa.